It's strange to say, but I don't want to think too far ahead. After everything that happened, I want to relish the present moment. Help Kadak, my people. Just enjoy the time I've been given. You should try it, Harrier. Do you a world of good.
That was a heartening display. The Reach folk are often dismissed as savage and beastly, but they have a strong sense of honor. I know that all too well. Much Reach blood stained my blade during Varen's rebellion. Not all were proud and noble warriors, but many deserved respect. It is the duty of those who fight to remember those who die, even their foes. No, it was a just war. Still, I bear no ill will toward the Reach folk for the misdeeds of the Longhouse Emperors. Look around. It is plain to see that they possess as much honor and goodness as anyone else. I hope they enjoy a lasting peace.
Good work, partner. It's always a pleasure to fight by your side. Forgive me for saying this, but I hope we don't need to do that again for quite some time. Don't worry, I'll stick around to raise a glass or two with you, celebrate our victory. If I stay too long, though, one of these leader types will try to send me on another mission. Sai might not mind, but I'm determined to finally relax a little. Hey, I enjoy saving the world as much as the next hero, but even I have my limits. I want to spend some time with the man I love, traveling and doing anything that doesn't involve hitting somebody with my axe. Initially, not even a little. There are a lot of things I've been meaning to do with Sai that should keep me occupied for a few weeks. And when we do get restless, I have a knack for stumbling into the next threat to the realm. We'll be fine.
Never thought I'd set foot in Markarth except to conquer it. Strange times. Strange, but not entirely unpleasant. Still, I'll not get comfortable here. Too much dwarf workings and old stone. May as well live in a barrow. My hold endures, as we always have. Though we might not have weathered the Harrow storms without that elixir Fenorian and old Mjolnir concocted, they still threaten the countrysides. But we can fight free of the fear that we'll be made monsters. Ha! Normal Hjalmarch is no spring jaunt. Sure, the milk drinkers in Solitude might think of Morthal as a dull town, but there's always something or another trying to kill us. My wife's home dealing with some matter of killer wolves as we speak. It's not an uncommon thing for packs of direwolves to make off with livestock. My soldiers haven't been able to deal with them with all this Grey Host madness. Next time you're headed to Morthal, lend my wife a hand, and you'll have my thanks.
In all my years, I have neither seen nor heard of such a miracle as you've delivered today. You must have Shore's own bond with Mother Wolf for her to carry so many lost pups back here. This old woman not important enough to merit an invitation, is that it? If you must know, Svanna asked me to counsel her on the Reach, but I'd have come whether I was invited or not. Can't trust such important matters to the likes of kings. That I have. Many times during the vast span of my life, though not in some years. The city never changes, only the occupants. Perhaps that will change now, should this peace hold. I should think this whole affair taught you that nothing lasts forever. But it seems to me the people are ready for this peace. I don't think it will crumble easily so long as ambitious fools aren't permitted to chip away at it.
After everything that's happened, I think I'll enjoy a nice, quiet month of Ravenwatch Castle. Ah, who am I kidding? I'll be lucky if Adusa lets us rest tonight. What's left of the Grey Host may be in shambles, but the leftovers are certain to make trouble elsewhere, even with their Ashen Lord gone. Plus, we'll need to catch up on who else has been up to no good while they hogged our attention. Oh, you'll be the first to read the naughty list when we've got one, trust me. Maybe I'll even tag along, but no caves this time.
You've done the Ravenwatch proud. I don't suppose you'd accept an assignment to reorder all of Count Verandis' records? No? Well, I can look forward to that later. For now, we celebrate. No, I won't be barricading myself in the library any longer. But someone has to curate our records. Can you imagine Adusa doing it? Or Gwendis? I'll show you the state of her sock drawer sometime. This was quite the adventure, wasn't it? But we survived it, even if it was touch and go there for a bit. Forgive me for being sentimental, but it was you who got me through it. I'll always be grateful for that. Well, I mean it all the same. If there's ever a time when you need someone to be there for you, count on me. Now go on. Everyone wants to talk to you. And I'm only liable to embarrass myself if I keep carrying on.
This one is not used to being this close to the center of attention. She does not like it. Give Adusa a shadow or dark corner. Celebrations such as these tend to be too bright and noisy for my taste. Does a tiger need to be thanked for killing a terror bird? Adusa Daro does not hunt to be appreciated. She hunts because it is her nature. The only reward this one needs is worthy prey and fresh blood. You think so? That would make this endeavor much more bearable. Perhaps this tiger will linger a while longer.
Is what they are saying true? That the last of the Grey Host is truly dead? Then you have the Pyre Watch's eternal gratitude. I must return their stolen remains to the unhallowed grave, and bury them deeply enough to be forgotten by all but my order. Once it is No. Some of those defending the Bankerai garrison showed interest, but most of them were only seeking a less hazardous post. The Pyre Watch has no need of layabouts and cowards. We must be eternally vigilant. Perhaps I will try Kvatch next. My ancestors must be burying their heads on the far shores at that suggestion. Vampires would be better suited to this eternal vigil than we mortals. But it is our duty. Still, we have similar goals to the Raven Watch. Perhaps a partnership would do. Yes, well, it would...
Finally, a moment to pause and reflect. You've a great deal to reflect upon, too. You stopped the Grey Host, restored life to Markarth's dead, saved Tamriel from certain peril. That's a rather long list of accomplishments, I must say. Since the incident with Pithis, I've focused on applying myself to my studies. My fellow Sijiks never faulted me for what happened. They've been nothing but supportive. So much so, in fact, that they've asked me to consider taking an apprentice. Me!
If you told me a season ago that the leader of Western Skyrim would share a dais with the Reach King, I would have laughed in your face. But here we are. Not much to rebel against now that Arana's made peace with the Ard. We'll stay long enough to deal with any grey hosts lurking nearby, and then we'll be on our way. Markarth's not the sort of place werewolves should linger in. Too many people. The survivors asked me to be chieftain, but it's time to let the Ghost Song clan go and begin a new clan with a new name. Better to leave the dark old ways behind. Thinking about the name Longfangs or Wolf Runners.